Some of y'all probably thinking like, damn, what about all what about all the memories that you had with your family? I threw those memories in the garbage can. Guys, when you go through stuff like this, or at least when I go through stuff like this, just like I told y'all the other day about how sometimes I wish I knew how I felt to have a wife, a family, a house, a lawn, a dog, a cat, and feel at peace and stable, and because that's all we really want is peace and security, right? So sometimes I can't help but to get in my imagination and wish that I had those type of things. But then on the flip end of it is that is an illusion also. You gotta remember, guys, as an earth angel, I came down here to do a job, and that's why I don't get too much in my feelings about not only this situation, but a lot of situations. That's the one thing that's always burdened me growing up, is that I realized that it was a certain coldness about me that you cannot see on the surface. It's there. But let me tell you guys, that's why they have to sneak and do things behind my back. Look, like I said, the people who knew me closely know I don't play games. And somebody could have seriously got hurt in all of this, because there's a certain coldness about me that I really don't give a fuck. I mean, look, life is short. You're only down here for a few years, and then you're on to your next assignment, right? So you can be down here, you can, have your little wife and dog and house, but that stuff is only temporary. So I cannot allow my emotions to get all up and oh, I never had this, and I'm just humiliated, because as this being, I'm like so above this shit, y'all. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, y'all see how I talk and how I talk about things. I'm so above this. I can't. It's an embarrassment to be a being on my level around trash, because clearly these people are trash to do something like that. And I've tried to give them all the benefit and the doubt in my mind about why they could have done something like this, and it always leads back to nonsense. It doesn't make any sense what they did. There's no sense behind it whatsoever, even when I think about it objectively. That's why it's not going to be any reconciliation. These people, as far as I'm concerned, only got two options: either jail or the grave. That's the only options they got, because I'm not forgiving shit. Ain't nobody finna come back and reconcile with me on any terms. Family, friends, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I may pardon some people just to show that I'm not, 100% cold-hearted, and that I do have mercy. But it's time for me. Let's just say it's time for me to make my own memories. And it's a lesson. Just goes to show you how you can't be codependent on anyone but yourself. You really can't. You cannot be dependent on your family. You can't be dependent. You can't be dependent on your wife. You can't be dependent. Even if you got a good relationship, you can't be dependent on anything, man, because it's temporary. And like I said, I don't like to sound this blunt to people, because people, they have lives. People got feelings. Their family is their whole life. People's whole lives are based on the family institution. That's why people out there thought I would be broken, but God didn't. I'm not wired like that to think that family is important. You see, and that's why I said, even if I did get married, I hope my spouse understands. There's a certain coldness to me, but no, I'm gonna be loving and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, it's something about me, and this is, again, I know myself. This is what I love about myself the most. I know myself, and I'm not afraid to express myself. There is a certain coldness about me when you compare me to the average person out here. Not everything ticks inside of me emotionally like it does these people out here, you see? But I'm still a loving